1926. Madison Square Garden, the world's most famous arena, is shaking. In a league defined by 7-foot unicorns and guys who can jump out of the gym, the most dangerous man on this floor is the 6'2" guard who rarely dunks. He doesn't have a 40-inch vertical. He doesn't have a 7-foot wingspan. What he has is a plan. They called him too small for the pros. They called him a second-round backup. They said New York overpaid for him. But today, Jalen Brunson isn't just the captain of the Knicks. He's the most efficient mid-range assassin the game has seen in a decade. This is how Jalen Brunson mastered the art of the impossible. To understand Jalen's game, you have to understand his shadow. His father, Rick Brunson, was the ultimate NBA journeyman. He played for 9 teams in 9 years. He was the guy who had to fight for every minute, every contract, every layup. Jalen didn't grow up in mansions. He grew up in NBA locker rooms. While other kids were watching cartoons, Jalen was watching Latrell Sprewell and Allen Houston. He saw the sweat. He saw the ice baths. He saw the business. At Stevenson High School in Illinois, Jalen became a legend, winning Mr. Basketball, but the scouts were already whispering the words that would haunt him for years. Great high school player, but can he do it against real size? That doubt became Jalen's fuel. He didn't want to be the most athletic. He wanted to be the most prepared. Jay Wright, the Villanova coach, didn't want flash. He wanted Villanova basketball, toughness, fundamentals, and zero ego. Jalen was the perfect soldier. Jalen didn't just win at Villanova, he dominated. 2 national titles, National Player of the Year. He was the best player in college basketball. Yet when the 2018 NBA draft rolled around, the experts were at it again. We see it every year. NBA GMs fall in love with upside. They want the 19-year-old who might be great. They looked at Jalen, a 22-year-old with a finished game, and saw a ceiling. He fell to the second round, pick 33. Behind guys like Jerome Robinson, Ira Smith, and Grayson Allen, Jalen sat there, 32 names called before his, and etched every single one of them into his memory. Dallas was supposed to be Jalen's home, but he was living in Luka Doncic's world. For 4 years, Jalen was the steady hand off the bench. He was the guy who kept the seat warm when Luka needed a rest. But then came the 2022 playoffs. Luka goes down with a calf strain. The Utah just think they have an easy sweep. Then, Jalen Brunson happened. He dropped 41, then 31. He dismantled a 3-time Defensive Player of the Year in Rudy Gobert by simply outthinking him. He proved he could lead a team to a Western Conference Finals. But even after that, Dallas hesitated. They offered a contract that felt like a thank you for your service rather than you are our future. So, Jalen looked east, to the city where his father started, to the Garden. Let's get into the art. Why can't anyone stop a 6 feet 2 inches guard in the paint? It's because Jalen Brunson is a master of vertical gravity. The 3 laws of Brunson. 1. The shield. He uses his off arm and his broad shoulders to create a wall between the ball and the defender. 2. Pivot. He never stops moving his feet. If you jump, he pivots. If you stay down, he lean sets. 3. The pace. He plays at old man speed. He waits for you to make a mistake. In 2024 and 2025, Jalen became the king of the short mid-range. While the rest of the league was shooting 35-footers, Jalen was taking high-percentage 12-footers. He shot 48% from the field, unheard for a high-usage guard his size. He's not playing a video game, he's playing chess. People called the Knicks' 2022 contract a mistake. In 2026, it looks like the biggest steal in NBA history. Jalen hasn't just put up numbers, he's changed the soul of New York basketball. In February 2026, he was named an All-Star starter for the 3rd straight year. He led the Knicks to the 2025 Eastern Conference Finals, their first in 25 years. He's averaging 28.2 points and 6.1 assists this season. But look at his eyes in the 4th quarter. That's the magic in the work. He's now the fastest Knick to 7,000 points. He's past legends like Walt Frazier and Earl Monroe in scoring efficiency. He isn't just a player in New York. He is New York. Gritty, smart, and a little bit disrespected. Jalen Brunson is proof that you don't need to be the fastest to be first. You don't need to be the biggest to be the boss. He mastered the mid-range because he mastered himself. As we head toward the 2026 playoffs, the Knicks aren't underdogs anymore. They are contenders. And it's all because of a kid from the 2nd round who refused to believe his own ceiling. If you think Jalen Brunson is the greatest Knicks point guard of all time, I want to hear your argument in the comments. We are responding to the best takes today. Hit that subscribe button for more NBA documentaries. This is NBA Beats, and we'll see you at tip-off.